Now, how fast a mock scrape can actually work is pretty amazing. Consider you're adding this scrape into an environment during the summertime, and bucks, does, fawns begin using it right away. We're referring back to some footage that we took back in the summer of 2016. So going back a little ways with this particular mock scrape. In fact, 3 years, 3 seasons have gone by since that time. And pretty amazing. We drove the truck up to this spot. It was early July. And from actually cutting the branch and tying a rope between these 2 trees and installing this vine in this scrape right here, it took, I believe, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, right around there. So really quick to put this in. We raked out the scrape, actually peed into it. We didn't show that on video, of course, but doesn't take much to start a mock scrape. And for that, we've had a lot of enjoyment in this spot, getting bucks coming into this area, making sure that we had a focus point for this stand location right here, this stand location right over there. And after 3 hunting seasons, this mock scrape finally was ripped down and broke, and it was just laying on the ground right here. But this is worked out into a big muddy circle. It's a perennial scrape. And as you can see from our video and how long it took, it didn't take very long to create. And boy, just a week later, 10 days later, 15 days later, we had bucks, does, we had fawns dancing around this area and sniffing this scrape and down at the bottom. And what it's all based on in that use is, I mean, how many times we talk about urine, I talk about peeing off my stand, I talk about peeing into my scrapes. You just want that ammonia smell that takes over after 20 minutes or so, and actually maybe even sooner than that. It's not that it turns into ammonia, but it does take over into that ammonia smell. But how many bucks do you actually see that come up and put their nose in the scrape? Very few do. They'll take their toes and they'll throw dirt out of it and they'll clean it up, make it look really nice and nice big clean pad. They love that earth smell. But what they do is when this scrape is up here, they're rubbing their preorbital glands on the end of this vine or on the end of a licking branch. I'm not a deer research biologist, but I know that there are a lot of deer that can put their scent on this licking branch right here, and that scent will hold, and other deer that can come through here can communicate, and they can smell those other deer that have left their gland scent on the end of this vine. As I've talked before, I'm not sure there's any better scent than natural scent, but as you can see from the video, we had a lot of activity quickly on this scrape, very easy to set up, very few tools to do that, and I hope you enjoy making mock scrapes this year. They're quick, easy, and very effective.